Hello there. I always enjoy taking a look at top performing products across different retailers. It tells us what's trending or particularly popular in the industry at any point. We know best selling means a product is flying off the shelves, but as a beauty creator for the last 8 years, I wanted to share mini reviews on some of those top products and help you understand why they're so popular. I've been browsing bestseller lists and gathering a range of beauty data from the past year at Sephora, MECCA in Australia, and ShopMy, the affiliate linking platform I use. So let's recap some hit formulas from 2025 and see how they measure up in my own makeup bag. Quite literally building a makeup bag full of beauty bestsellers. I usually film these building a makeup bag episodes around Sephora sale time and create different themes, but as it turns out, I almost have a complete minimal makeup look here, putting some high performing picks together. From top skin tints and complexion sticks to the best dewy blushes in the business and the it lip balms in every bag. Let's see why they keep landing in countless shopping carts. Starting with a base that consistently hovers high up on Sephora's bestseller list, Hourglass Veil Hydrating Skin Tint. A steady performer under the site's tinted moisturiser heading, this is a creamy but lightweight tint for a healthy glow and a sheer veil of coverage. Hourglass is often seen as a leader in the complexion category, but this is the leading choice if you love a natural skin-like finish. If I'm picturing Anne Hathaway's makeup bag in The Devil Wears Prada 2, hopefully we get some glimpses of beauty in the new film, this feels like the kind of minimal but grown up and polished formula her character might reach for. A long overdue skin tint comparison is coming this year too. It was really interesting browsing the top 100 products of the year on ShopMy, the platform I use to create all of the links in my content, so their bestseller roundup included data from thousands of creators. Nice to see one of my go-to multitasking complexion sticks, Merit the Minimalist, made the list. Certainly one of my most linked items. It's been my most consistently used base product for the last 4 years. Creamy, easy, light to medium coverage. You stripe on quickly and even out your complexion wherever you need it. I am also planning a foundation stick showdown video because I adore Dior's too and need to give you a proper comparison. One of the hottest products at MECCA last year was Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, a back-to-back hit in the setting spray category, which many of you know isn't a category I talk about or use that often. I'm pretty relaxed about longevity. As a creamy makeup lover, I never expect it to look flawless hours later, but this is the setting spray I reach for special occasions, weddings, or whenever I want my makeup to really last, and it does. What I haven't had as much luck with is the pump. It's quite temperamental and gets completely stuck sometimes. Anyone else have that issue? Oh, got it working again here. That's good. Luckily, I do have a mini to pour it into and spray from there instead. On to my personal favourite topic, blush. I can see on my ShopMy that I've linked Merit Flush Balm in Fox 19 times in my content. I'm honestly surprised it's not more than that. So I love hearing from viewers who've tried and loved this balmy, buildable bubble of blush as much as I do. If you're into a pinch of colour, a sheer, natural look, easy application, a healthy glow, it ticks every box. So many lovely shades to choose from, but Fox is the one. It's the most unique colour in their range to me, called a warm taupe, but I often describe it as a rosy terracotta instead. More terracotta blush pics on the way soon, I promise. One of the most well-known chart-topping dewy blushes is Rare Beauty's Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. Early last year, it even made up 26% of blush sales at Sephora in the US. That is huge. A very different style to Merit though. This liquid is extremely pigmented. No foolproof sheer colour here. You do need to scrape off all the excess, then 1 to 2 dots on each cheek. Still looks like a very full flush. Again, great shade range with lots of different tones I love, but I do come back to True Rose Worth quite often. This formula sneaks ahead of other dewy blushes in terms of wear time. So if you're prepared for the more thorough application process and blending required, you will get longer lasting colour and glow. In the eye area, I wasn't too surprised to see Armani eye tints amongst ShopMy's top 100 products because it's one of my most loved shadows too. In fact, I've loved these since back in 2018 when they were new and in long skinny packaging, but they're even better now. A wash of shadow in seconds. You just swipe on the doe foot and the light texture blends seamlessly with a fluffy brush or your fingers. Doesn't set too quickly, but when it does, it lasts so well. I rotate through a few, but I'll always repurchase Matte 22 Cashew. Used it so much the shade number has completely gone, but it's one of the best easy everyday shades. So happy to see one of my top mascaras in recent years, YSL Lash Clash, make ShopMy's Top 100 too. It's made my past 3 annual makeup favourites videos, clearly kept within regular reach, and I have repurchased it. Uninhibited Brown is the one I wear. Love any brown mascara, but this formula is exceptional. It creates such impressive length to the point where if I layer it, it almost looks like wearing false lashes. It adds excellent volume and drama too, but you can also use a lighter hand and create a lighter, more fluttery outcome during the day as well. And never flakes or runs. Spectacular. Lips, kicking things off with a brand that only launched at Sephora in September last year but became an instant bestseller. Rhode's Peptide Lip Tints are an incredibly popular glossy kiss of colour. I have Ribbon recently shared this in a Rhode overview video to celebrate the brand's arrival in Australia and New Zealand at last. Now, I personally view this formula as more of a balmy feeling gloss, not a truly nourishing balm. The sheer soft pink is very pretty, the shine is absolutely gorgeous, and the feel is slippy and luxurious, not sticky, but I wouldn't reach for this if my lips were truly dry. I just prefer to think of it as more of a gloss. Sliding into similar territory with the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balms. I've been into this formula since it first launched as a Soul Vanilla Balm years ago in gold aluminium packaging that used to crack and split. Remember that? Then it absolutely blew up online and a ton of tints and flavours appeared. Pink Sugar is the most recent flavour I've tried. Always see the Anna Edit applying this one. Another sweet, subtle pink. This one is a lot more sheer, but such a delicious sugary buttercream cupcake icing taste. Almost tastes a tiny bit like caramel popcorn to me too. Some people might say the opposite about the thickness, but I actually think Summer Fridays feels a bit lighter and more balmy than the super glossy texture of Rhode. Dior Addict Lip Glow Balms are still up there on the Sephora charts. So many years up there and so many sheer shades to choose from, but Mahogany is the standout to me. This deep pink meets chocolate tint gives you a lovely smooth, balmy rush of colour without the typical lip glow peach pink brightness. A signature peppermint and vanilla scent, but mine's not smelling so good. I'm not usually fussy about expiry dates. If a product still looks, smells and performs the same, I keep it. That's my test. But this is failing on the smell front. And I can see that this appeared way back in my 2021 favourites video, so I'd say it might be a reasonable time to replace it. A lip liner locked into Sephora's bestseller ranking, Makeup Forever Artist Colour Pencils. Again, many colours to choose from, but Anywhere Caffeine seems to be the it brown, whether you got onto it through Hailey Bieber or saw Gracie Abrams or Katie Jane Hughes using it. Flashing back to an old latte makeup soft brown era, I personally like using this multitasking pencil as a super soft caramel eyeliner. It's a lot less noticeable and intense than traditional deeper browns, so it creates nice sneaky definition along the lash line, and I can always smudge it up a bit higher on my lids and treat it as a shadow too. Last but not least, a major lip liner winner at MECCA last year and just about any retailer, Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat. This lip liner has a huge following and cult shades like Original Pillow Talk or Iconic Nude, but I'm more of a Pillow Talk medium person. This warm berry pink is perfect for just bitten colour, softly shading in all over the lips is my preference. It is creamy but slightly waxy as it's designed to last, and it does. I recently filmed a Nina Park lip look with some of my other favourite formulas, so please take a look if you're after more flushed lip liner inspiration. Hope you enjoyed this mashup of bestsellers and mini reviews. Looking forward to hearing how many of these you've tried or have your eye on. Do you agree with the hype or maybe have other similar formulas you prefer reaching for instead? Some hidden gems instead of the hit products. Please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.